right, let's get this one real quick and everything. I actually picked this one video out too. I just want to see like what does it mean. SCP Lovecraft SCP-4315. I think I know the SCP that's showing Cthulhu, but like I don't know. Maybe he's going to explain his own way, or you know, or maybe he's an SCP that the same thing. He just named the title. We're gonna see though. You already know the Robber. Always love him. We'll jump in the description. Go check him out. I'll be happy to give him 1 more subscriber. And let's start this one quick. I got maybe 2 gaming videos dropping today. I'm trying, you know, like go back and stop being busy. So we see.
Viewer discretion is advised. Lovecraft took his medicine and immediately went to bed.
Okay, so
he had hoped that
Lovecraft. Oh my, so Lovecraft is a person. I'm guessing he's going to turn to Cthulhu.
Medications
or something.
would quell the series of nightmares he'd been having. Suddenly, he heard a crash outside of his residence. He looked out the window and saw that the fog had returned again.
Okay.
Within the fog, something burned brightly. A car had crashed into the front porch of his house, and it belonged to his friend Agnes.
Okay.
Calm down, Howard. It's just a car crash. The fog is just a coincidence. Lovecraft opened the door and approached the car carefully. He saw Agnes
hurry up before something happens.
unconscious in the driver's seat.
Okay.
All right. This is real. This is happening. I'm not dreaming. Wait, what? What he feared had manifested itself once again in front of him. Out of the fog came the cultists, with torches and daggers in their grasps.
Of course.
In the distance, Lovecraft saw the gargantuan entity, which he had written about in his stories, rising and staring maddeningly down at him.
No.
This is madness.
Cthulhu?
He had no idea how he survived that night, and the visions of his own creations would continue to haunt him. Hello,
oh, so anything that he like creates or something is going to like happen. Something like that, maybe? I remember SCP explained, you know, explain SCP word. That's what they haven't locked down, like in the area, and not making, you know. I don't know. We will see. Cause I know I'm just starting.
Everybody, I'm the Rebel.
Okay.
Today, we bring
Keter.
you SCP Foundation Keter class object SCP.
Every episode being like Keter.
SCP-4315, also known as SCP Lovecraft, is a recurring temporary event during which portions of an extra-dimensional space, designated as SCP-4315-1, interact with baseline reality. The event occurs solely in Providence, Rhode Island. During a 4315 event, SCP-4315-1 appears to overlay sections of the current Providence, causing individuals and entities to sometimes cross from one reality to the other.
Oh, hell nah. Come on, we all know that has to be that. Alright, let me start. We all know like that's Cthulhu right there.
4315-1's primary anomalous effect, aside from its transdimensional status, is the sudden manifestation of powerful and hostile entities within it, designated as SCP-4315-2.
Do they like go away when like the day is over? Then you know it happens like yearly, or it happens like monthly. Like how does this happen? This event.
These entities often express elements extremely similar in appearance to those in the fictional works of horror fiction writer H.P. Lovecraft. 4315-2 entities vary heavily in abilities and appearance. Notably, instances of 4315-2 do not display hostility while within 4315-1. However, when crossing into base reality, they appear much more hostile.
Oh, we getting that. So pretty much just saying that everyone else that's not Lovecraft, they're all dying. Maybe I don't know. You guys already know the ad. I don't care what kind of ad it is. If I don't get paid at least a single penny, I'm gonna show you every volume. We're gonna skip it. But hey, remember, if you ever get one of my ads, watch the whole thing. Thank you for support. Let's keep it going.
Upon Lovecraft's disappearance in 1937, his household
man, that was far back.
was investigated by Foundation personnel.
What?
A notebook was
there was a car. Maybe there was a different Lovecraft.
hidden between his bed and mattress. I've had god-awful dreams lately. I didn't know where I was nor who I was. Everything felt extremely blurry at the moment. There was a being that roamed in one dream. The monstrosity was truly, truly horrid. I will attempt to draw the hideous creature to the best of my ability, despite its true form being incomprehensible to the human mind. I remembered being alone on a ship. In front of me were nothing but darkness.
And that's when it's going,
Black
guys.
sea that
Alright.
seemed to stretch far out into
Yo,
infinity.
that'd be
under
so
a
scary.
rust-colored
Imagine
moon.
you're on the boat line and now know with the water like shifting, moving everywhere, and then this big tentacle creature is coming out.
I
Hell
felt its
nah.
presence miles underneath.
Hell
Then
nah,
It
man.
revealed itself to me in the second dream. A towering beast. An ancient god slumbering deep beneath the sea. It had a head similar in appearance to that of
Imagine.
a squid. Two
Yo.
long, narrow wings extending from its
I
back.
would never go
and
to the
4
water,
limbs
man.
With pointed
You guys
claws.
could have the beach you guys
It rose
want.
from the seabed
Look at
and
that.
gazed down
Imagine.
upon me with its
Hell
magma
nah.
eyes. Suddenly, there were cultists all around me,
Of course.
chanting in an unknown language. When I woke up, I felt like I was being hunted. I forgot to mention yesterday that the dream just kept getting longer,
Okay.
to the point that I could practically feel myself going mad inside of my own dream. The entity just gets bigger and bigger. Its
Hey, yo, nah, stop.
details becoming more and more
Alright.
horrifying as the seconds passed. The beast isn't just terrorizing me in my dreams anymore.
Yo,
I'm starting to see it
don't crouch like that.
physically as a hallucination.
Don't
My
crouch like
mind
that.
is clearly far too set on the nature of this gargantuan entity. I had a different dream instead of the same one for the past 2 weeks. This time, I could make out my
A
surroundings.
different monster?
The entity was also a much different
Yeah.
one. The being looked like an elephant, yet resembled a leech at the same time. It was
Hell
much
no.
smaller than the previous entity,
Still, that one look way more disgusting, boy.
but its appearance may be even more
Hell
horrid.
nah.
The being was extremely fast,
Hell nah,
dashing along the
yo.
road, quickly sucking and draining the blood of anyone
Hey, yo, no, stop.
other than me. I watched my neighbors'
Hey,
faces
it looked like it
go
let
pale
suck
as
people
the
off.
beast
Yep.
stuck its second mouth into their necks and slurped the warm, iron-scented liquid. Needless to
Okay.
say, they all died. As I began noticing that everyone other than me had become victims of this beast, it was already dashing towards me to finish its entree. Or perhaps I was dessert. I'm not sure, because I woke up before it could get to me.
Of course.
These nightmares are starting to really
Man,
take
it's
a
like
toll
it's
on
like
my
a dream
mental
where you dreaming like you're falling from a high place and boom, you wake up out of nowhere.
state. I'm terrified out of my mind and truly don't know what to do, especially after this morning. It was a foggy dawn. The streets were covered in a
And
thick
that actually
mist
happened.
that some might find aesthetically pleasing. I'm one of those people who do, or did. Now I'm sticking with the belief that the mist brings only more harm to me
Okay,
and
of course.
possibly the world around me. I saw shadows moving, lurking only
Hell
tens of feet
nah,
away
man.
from my humble abode. At first, they appeared to be humanoid figures, but slowly the shadows that came and left began
Are you Slenderman?
to grow more and
So,
more disfigured until they were now positively inhuman. Entities hunching over
Hell
in the
nah,
dark
man.
mist. They were undoubtedly the
Yo.
exact same figures in my nightmares. As they continued to come
Hey, what
and
you
go,
do?
they began to
There's
form
nothing you
into
could
things
do.
I'd never seen before. They were still horrors, disgusting creatures that made snarling noises in the otherwise silent morning. My mind could only attempt to fill in the blanks, and I sincerely believe that my thoughts were nowhere near as horrifying as their actual physicality.
okay.
The fog is gone now. I hope it never returns. I can't hold it in anymore. I must confess that these entities in these visions I've been having are those which I had written about in my works.
Of course.
Not only have they invaded my mind, but they have also crossed into our reality, in which case they will undoubtedly cause serious damage. Ever since Agnes's car crash and the fog incident, I knew for a fact my nightmare
So like, they had cars like that in the 1930 something? I don't remember having like bright blue modern
were
cars.
real. Since these entities originate from the Dreamlands, they're only as powerful as people imagine them to be.
Okay.
I simply couldn't describe them accurately, and that, in turn, helped us, but at the same time, hurt us. If I would have just made them weaker before publishing. Now, the next logical thing to do is to author stories explaining how these entities are actually extremely weak,
Okay.
maybe even taking the form of bunnies. But that's not why people are attracted to my work. Most people know these entities and how powerful they are
Yep.
as I describe them to be. And there's no way that people will rewrite these Dreamlands entities within their heads to make them weaker, because that's simply no fun. Because of humanity's shamelessly appalling desire to write about eldritch horrors and omnipotent killing machines, the yearning for chaos and destruction. This morbid curiosity of ours will bring about the destruction of mankind. One of the omnipotent entities I've written about, Azathoth, appeared before me in my visions. Different people think of it in different forms, but in my visions, it took the form of a giant worm surrounded by shifting constellations. Humanity is nothing but a speck within its dream.
Wow.
Should Azathoth ever awaken from its slumber, it will cease to dream, thus decimating the existence of humanity.
Okay.
It stirred and roused slightly in the vision, which I suspect was what caused our reality to break apart. These entities that come through from the other side are nothing but priests and servants of Azathoth.
Wow. Hell nah, yo, this is hell nah,
as
man.
I await their arrival. I simply hope that my stories are not just for their entertainment, but also as warnings.
That's kind of like an SK class scenario. End of the world.
Managed to fully breach containment and enter baseline reality from 4315-1. The entity was none other than the popular Lovecraftian entity Cthulhu.
What did I say? What did I say with Cthulhu?
A thick fog shrouded Providence. The gargantuan entity then came shambling out of the fog, followed by several cultists that quickly surrounded the town. Its deafening roar, coupled with the cultists...
Yo, that would be so scary. Imagine you just sitting on your house or apartment, and then you look at the window, or you hear this like shaking the world, and you see outside like this thing. Oh, hell nah,
had
man.
A maddening effect on the populace.
Hell nah.
It could not be fully contained, leaving the Foundation no choice but to only evacuate the area.
That wasn't that bad. It was like a nice slow pace, which I didn't mind. It was peaceful. Even though like I'm sorry I didn't react too much, I was just looking into the video. Not trying to get every piece of information. It wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty good. But let me end the video. I don't want to be too long. Guys, hit the subscribe button. Go to 5,000 subscribers. It was 2K. Hit the like button too. You'll know support me even more. Turn the bell notifications to become one of the early again, which means you can comment first. What brings me to the comment section. Go to make it play. That's not a big Roblox game. Go to my video to react, but please leave the reaction. Let me stop stuttering. Please leave the reaction. Oh my god! Leave the link in the comment section. It'll be easy for you to find. Or you can even be like, how you doing? I will always try to reply back to you guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's your boyfriend. Out.